Sat on top of my head right now is a GoPro Hero 4. Now, my arms aren't long enough, but there it is, you can see it. I'm going to pull this in a bit. I've had this a few years, and in a lot of my videos I always have audio issues, hence why I add music to the riding footage, and quite often visual issues where maybe the wrong setting, it's rattling around. So I've made a few changes. I heard about something to get the audio better, which I've tried out, and I'm going to show it you now and go and test it out. So this is your standard sort of GoPro mount that you'd get. I'm guessing most people use these. This is the plastic solid one, you know, and then you can put the waterproof back on it, or you can have this like skeleton one, so it's like clear there. Stick your thumb through it, you know. And then the one I have bought, which is only a couple of quid off eBay, remove that, is this one that the GoPro is in. Now it's just literally like a plastic frame that goes around the outside, and then it sort of goes together there, tightens up, dead simple, but it allows you to have your GoPro totally open to the elements. So obviously this is only any good if you're doing dry stuff. I wouldn't advise it in the wet at all. But what we have done, that I've been told by other people works, and we're about to go and test this out. Take it off here. Take it out of there. It's dead simple, that's all it is. Right. So this is what I've done. I've got a bit of fluffy sort of foam, and I've glued it, see there, to where the microphone is. So you've got one on the top and you've got one on the side. That's where your microphones are. You just have to be a bit careful with the glue. I've used super glue around the edge. Make sure you don't get it in the microphone, and then I've just used a bit of foam, and it's meant to stop the wind noise. Simple as that. And then I put this on, put it on the helmet. Let's go give it a try, shall we? Okay, so here we are, top of Holmen. That's my local place. I'll turn the camera around. That's sort of, where is it? Kind of over there somewhere where I live. That's Shrewsbury. Anyway, that's going off the point. The point is this going to work? This is a fairly decent trail, some ups and downs, and there is some quickish bits where you should have plenty of buffeting noise if you were doing it without this foam on. So let's try it out, and I'll try and talk you through it like I would do sort of track description, just to see whether it will pick up my voice and whether we still have a lot of buffeting or not. Let's go. Okay, so it starts off steep. Someone's left their shit there, it's pretty bad. Proper bit of rockiness. Oosh. This is tacking. Yes. This is called the Forry Run. First bit's good, then you have to go off for a little bit here. So I cut my teeth on this trail. Done this for years and years and years. Now this trail will get a bit quicker. Oh, there's a tree down. Fuck. Right, we're off again. Done the climb up, the walk up, and a bit more open down here. A few techie bits, but we should have. Normally we'd have wind noise now because I can hear it in my ears. Slowing down a bit now. As you see, it's not a very gnarly trail. It's just a nice fun trail. All right, mate. How you doing?
Right.
Guy obviously thinks I'm mental because I'm riding along talking to myself, and he's on a cross bike. It looked kind of cross. Right, a bit more pace now. There would definitely be wind noise now. So, whew. Here is where the major wind noise would be. I don't know, maybe you can't hear me. Have to look after, won't we? Very techie bit here. Another techie bit. Yes. Still trying to get Todd over that, he can't do it yet. You need a good run at them rocks. I bet they look tiny on the GoPro, or go slow as I call it. Okay, so it's definitely enough pace to normally have wind noise. Lovely fun trail, better in winter actually. Don't know how many of you have got a local trail like this that you'd never consider gnarly, but even though you love it, a lot of it's a sense of nostalgia really. I think there's one here, I've got a bunny hole somewhere, a new tree down, there it is, and that's it. Take my lid off instead of trying to take it off. That's it, we're done. Great fun. So I'm going to try another one here. I just checked out the footage just at the bottom then off the back of the Hero 4. Obviously it's got the screen on the back, and noticed it was a bit low, so I put it higher, and I'll do this trail now that I quite often take Todd on, and it's a good fun trail, and there will be some fast bits, a bit of a jump, etc. as well. Another just more sort of XC trail, and I'll try and talk you through a few other bits of what I've done with the camera. This will really test out my commentating skills, but we'll give it a go. So here we go. Todd's downhill we call this. It's not called that, but that's what me and Todd call it. It's where he sort of learned a few jumps, and he's got this drop, a couple of bits here. That's the drop, double, another jump, and it goes into a steep left here. Oh. Right, so settings I'm running 60 frames per second, and I've got it on wide. You know, it's nice to mess about actually with whether you go narrow or linear, whatever they call it. And another thing is to get your positioning right on your camera on the, whoop, hang on, it's hard to talk and ride at the same time. So you've got your case that it goes into, and it sort of swivels on that. Once you've got it in the right place, get a knife and scribe a line across it, across like the case and the bit that clips into your camera. And then if it does swivel and move again, oh, hey, I'll rip it off here. If it does swivel and move again, all you need to do is swivel it back to where the lines meet. Look at this. This is so cool. This is all eucalyptus. Looks kind of weird, eh? Kind of bloody weird, mate. Bloody gum trees. Hello. Hiya, mate. You alright? Yeah. Thank you. And we are at the end of the trail. Ah, fucking nettles. Oh, you bastard. So it turns out I might have been slightly wrong. It was shooting at 2.7k and 30 frames per second. So I've changed it down to 1080p, 60 frames per second. Let's see the difference this makes. I've also raised the camera up a little bit because it still looked a bit low. Now this trail is pretty much the fastest trail here. It's just a footpath that I'm going to go back down, so I've got to be careful I don't flatten anyone, and I'll try and talk my way through this as well. Right then, here it goes. Thank you. He was happy, wasn't he? Can't beat a smile. Nice speedy bit here. Fastest bit yet. There should be a faster bit on this footpath in a minute. Right then, here we go. Last trail of the day. This is a footpath back down towards Shrewsbury. I'm just going to have to really be careful I don't wipe anyone out. But as you'll see, it gets very quick. Quite rough this bit here as well. But I'll certainly test the microphone out anyway. We've got a big steep right-hander coming up, sharp, on the brake. Yes, like the bloody flat pedals on that one. And in a second, we've got an amazing, really fast left-hand berm turn. Risky though. Trying to wipe a person out. Coming up now. Whoa, bit of a front end slip on that, huh? Wasn't expecting that. Such a great track. Sometimes, I know it's not technical, but it is ace to just let it hang out a bit. Great fun. Probably hear that halo hub whining away there. The loudest hub I've ever had. This is a dead giveaway of when I'm not pedalling. There we go. A bit more speed. Yeah. That's the one. Definitely perfect place to test out the wind noise. In a minute. So, is it different with the 1080 and the 60 frames per second? Well, I can't tell, I'm riding. There's the flat bit, and we're about to get on to the last quick bit. Here it is. The last bit. This will be top gear now. Pedaling as fast and as hard as I can. Get some serious speed along here. Woo. Love it. I just love going fast. If you like our videos and want to see some more, click here. And if you want to subscribe, click here. Keep it pinned.